Let's boost your English skills.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back to the Boost English podcast. I'm your host, Olivia. Do you want to get better at English? Are you eager to learn how to stay calm when anger bubbles up? Have you ever snapped at someone and regretted it later? If so, stick around. In this episode, you'll sharpen your listening skills and discover tools to control anger. Two birds with one stone, right? And don't worry if you can't catch every single word. The vocabulary review near the end will clear things up. Ready to strengthen both your English and your self-control? Okay, let's dive in. First, what is anger exactly? Anger is a natural emotion that shows up when we feel hurt, threatened, or blocked from something important. Think about the last time someone cut in line or sent you a rude text. Did your heart race? Did your face get hot? That surge is anger. It can be a quick flash of irritation or a storm of rage that lasts for hours. From an evolutionary angle, anger helped our ancestors defend themselves and compete for resources. The brain releases stress chemicals that speed up the heart and tense the muscles so we can protect ourselves. But modern life rarely calls for fistfights with saber-toothed tigers. Unchecked anger now sparks arguments, broken phones, and nasty emails. How about you? Do you notice anger first in your body or in your thoughts? Maybe your shoulders tense up, or maybe harsh sentences pop into your mind? Becoming curious about how anger feels is the first step towards steering it instead of letting it steer you. Let's paint a picture. You are driving home after a long day. A sports car swerves in front of you without signaling, forcing you to brake hard. Instantly, your pulse spikes, and a wave of heat washes over your face. You might grip the steering wheel tighter or even shout. That whole chain of events, thoughts, body, urge is a single package we call anger. Notice that the anger itself is not the villain. It is the messenger. It screams, something feels unsafe or unfair. The question is, will you argue with the messenger, or will you listen and choose a wise response? Next, let's look at what uncontrolled anger can do. When anger stays in the driver's seat, it demands a high price from our health, our work, and our relationships. Physically, chronic anger keeps blood pressure high, strains the heart, and weakens the immune system. Some studies link frequent anger to headaches, digestive issues, and even shorter life expectancy. At work, anger can shatter credibility. Imagine a manager who yells whenever a small mistake happens. People stop sharing ideas, creativity drops, and turnover climbs. In personal life, harsh words spoken in anger can leave invisible scars. Children who grow up in a house full of shouting often develop anxiety or learn to use anger themselves. Friendships can fade when repeated outbursts erode trust. And let's be honest, after the heat passes, most of us feel embarrassed by what we said or did in rage. We promise ourselves we'll do better, yet the cycle repeats unless we learn skills to interrupt it. Researchers at Harvard Medical School found that people who experience frequent explosive anger are 3 times more likely to have a heart attack in the 2 hours following an outburst. That statistic alone makes anger management a health practice, not just a social skill. Emotional fallout is real too. After harsh words, many people replay the scene for hours, feeling guilt or shame. That mental rerun drains focus and joy from the rest of the day. What do you think? Have you ever wasted an entire evening replaying an angry exchange? Reflect on that and notice how anger can steal hours as well as harmony. Now let's move to 5 practical ways to control anger. These are simple, but they work if you practice them. I'll break each one down with examples and a short exercise. Feel free to pause the episode and try the exercises in real time. Method 1 is the classic, count to 10 before you react. But let's add a modern twist. The moment you notice anger, imagine a giant red stop sign in your mind. Breathe in slowly while you count 1, 2, 3, and feel the air expand your ribs. Hold the breath for a second, then exhale as you count 4, 5, 6. Keep going to 10 at your own pace. Those extra seconds let the front part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, come back online so you can choose a thoughtful response. If 10 feels too short, stretch it to 20, or pair the counting with a slow head nod. Here is a secret upgrade. Pair the counting with a grounding phrase such as, "Right now I am safe." Say it silently between numbers. This reassurance calms the nervous system even more. Try this next time someone writes an angry comment online. Instead of firing back, count, breathe, and type a measured reply, or decide not to reply at all. You will sleep better. Method 2 is using I statements instead of you statements. When we say, "You always interrupt me," the other person hears blame and often fights back. Switching to, "I feel frustrated when I'm cut off," shares the same information, but it centers on your feeling and the specific behavior, not the other person's character. This lowers the chance they'll feel attacked and keeps the door open for dialogue. Okay? Another tip is to follow the "I feel when, because, I would like" structure. For example, "I feel upset when my messages go unanswered because it makes me think my time is not valued. I would like a quick acknowledgement." This gives the other person a clear map of your emotions, reasons, and needs. Practicing in low-stakes situations, such as explaining to a friend how you prefer to choose a restaurant, builds confidence for hard talks later. Method 3 is taking a break, sometimes called a strategic timeout. Athletes do it, toddlers do it, and adults can too. When anger spikes, your thinking brain is flooded with stress hormones. Stepping away lowers those hormones faster. Walk to another room, splash cold water on your face, or step outside and look at the sky for 2 minutes. Movement and fresh air signal safety to the nervous system. Picture this. You're in a video call and a teammate dismisses your idea. You feel your temperature rise, but you can't just leave the meeting. You can still take a mental break by looking away from the screen, focusing on a distant object, and slowly rolling your shoulders under the desk. Micro movements like these lower tension without drawing attention. Later, schedule a short walk to fully reset. Method 4 is identifying your triggers. Everyone has them. Triggers can be certain words, tones of voice, places, or even times of day. The key is to map them out before they surprise you. Keep a small anger log for 2 weeks. Write down what happened, what you thought, how intense the anger felt from 1 to 10, and how long it lasted. Patterns will appear. Maybe you find that skipped meals make you snap, or that multitasking raises your fuse. Some triggers are hidden, like certain smells or songs linked to past conflicts. Journaling helps you see these subtle links. If mornings are rough, prepare a soothing routine, a healthy breakfast, uplifting music, a short meditation. By lowering baseline stress, triggers lose their grip. Remember, prevention beats reaction. With that information, you can build a plan, carry snacks, schedule breaks, or let people know the best time to approach you. Method 5 is practicing relaxation techniques every single day. Think of it as strength training for calmness. Deep breathing, meditation, progressive muscle relaxation, tai chi, or gentle yoga all teach your nervous system to recover faster. Let me guide you through a simple exercise now. Sit tall, roll your shoulders back, and close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Inhale through the nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 7. Exhale through the mouth for a count of 8. Do that 4 times. Feel the difference? Science backs this up. A study in the journal Mindfulness showed that 8 weeks of daily breath training cut participants' anger levels by 30%. Consistency is key. Set a phone reminder or tie the practice to an existing habit like brushing your teeth. Small daily reps add up. Can anger ever be useful? The answer is yes, if we channel it wisely. Anger can highlight injustice and push us to take action. The civil rights movement, for instance, was fueled by collective anger at unfair laws. On a personal level, feeling angry about poor health might motivate someone to start exercising. The trick is to attach anger to a clear value and a respectful plan. When anger says something is wrong, let curiosity ask, what action will make it right? That way, you turn raw heat into focused energy. Consider the story of a community that turned anger into action. Residents were furious about a local park filled with trash. Instead of yelling at City Hall, they organized cleanup days, raised funds, and transformed the space into a safe playground. The anger lit the spark, but planning and teamwork kept the fire productive. That is the goal. Use anger as gasoline for positive engines, not as wildfire. So, let's tie things together. Anger is normal, even helpful, when handled with care. The 5 methods, counting, I statements, taking a break, spotting triggers, and daily relaxation, are like tools in a toolbox. Use them one at a time or mix and match. I suggest picking one method and practicing it for a week before adding another. Repetition builds skill. Next time you feel your muscles tighten and your voice rising, picture our chat today, pick a tool, and see how it changes the moment. You got this. Learning to guide anger is like learning a new language. It takes repetition, feedback, and patience. Some days you will slip, and that's normal. When that happens, repair the damage quickly. Apologize, explain your feelings, and restate your values. Each repair strengthens the skill. How about you? Which method will you try first? Now it's time for our quick vocabulary review. Irritation means a mild form of anger. Rage means very strong, uncontrolled anger. Adrenaline means a chemical that speeds up the heart when we are stressed. Cortisol means a hormone that helps the body deal with stress. Trigger means something that starts an emotional reaction. Prefrontal cortex means the front part of the brain that helps with decision making. Multitasking means doing many things at the same time. Progressive muscle relaxation means tensing and releasing each muscle group to reduce stress. Grounding means bringing your attention to the present moment through the senses. Overload means too much information at once. Cortical means related to the outer layer of the brain. Thank you for spending time with me today on Boost English. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend, leave a comment about your biggest takeaway, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, your words can build peace. I believe in you and your journey toward calm communication. Until next time, this is Olivia signing off. Take care and talk to you soon.